Hello, 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 everyone out there in Facebook land, also on YouTube, all everyone who's watching. You are watching COVID-19 and Company Conversations from the Epicenter across the globe with yours truly, Angier Marie. And I'd like to welcome you to another broadcast. I'm always happy it's Sunday. Sunday means after church, I get to come and hang out with all of you wonderful people. So I'm very excited to be here again today. And I am awaiting a guest. We spoke with her last year from the Ivory Coast as her name under Blanche, but she's going by Ashley. She's out of Abidjan, and that's in Cote d'Ivoire or the Ivory Coast of West Africa. She's candidly known as the English addict. So we're hoping that she'll be able to join us today. I know how lines can get kind of crossed coming overseas, but hopefully she'll be able to join us shortly. However, in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and get started and not delay. I do appreciate all of you who joined me, and I did want to share some things with you anyway. I want to give you a COVID update. I've been checking the numbers in New York, and since we're expecting Miss Ashley, I also checked out some of the numbers in Ivory Coast, West Africa, so that we can kind of do a correlation of what's going on there versus what's going on here and all that good stuff. So just want to take a moment to go ahead and share this broadcast on my other site while we're waiting and getting started here. So, how's your Sunday going, guys? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, enjoying the summer. Like, we're right in the heart of the summer right now. And it's going to be over soon. So, all of this sunshine, the hot weather, all of that good stuff will be gone soon. So, I hope that you all are surely taking advantage of it. And I really want to go swimming. Like, just totally random thought. I want to go swimming. I miss swimming. I haven't even had a chance because of work. And some people say, well, you were off for a long time. So you had a long vacation. So what are you worried about now? But of course, we want to enjoy those things in the moment. So it's a little bit of a, you know, I'm kind of a little sad because I haven't been able to swim because swimming is like really therapy for me. It's very therapeutic. As I suffered a lot of injuries with my back, being in the car accident um, post COVID. So hopefully I'll get to go swimming. What are you guys still looking forward to doing for the summer? I would love to hear your comments. Please just give me a comment. I will read your comment if I see it. Tell me what you'd like to do while we still have half the summer left. Are you guys traveling? That's another thing I'm wondering because I did want to do some traveling. I haven't, I'm always traveling, but I haven't like done vacation traveling lately. And what was interesting is I wanted to talk a little bit about travel today also. So I'll do that first. People, like if you're traveling internationally, we really have to like check. There are so many restrictions now, and like I met a lady the other day, and she was going to Ghana, West Africa, and she didn't know that like there's a form she has to fill out, and she was in the airport, and I was just trying to help her like figure it out, but it's like if you are flying internationally, please before you even book your ticket, you should check and see what are the travel requirements. Most places do require COVID tests. Some places only if you're vaccinated, you don't need a COVID test. Some places you still need a COVID test even if you have been vaccinated. Like there's all these little restrictions. Like I was just reading online places we could go, places that are like the numbers are high, places where it's like low risk. I know Ivory Coast is that's where Ashley is. The risks are very low, so I think you just need a COVID like a COVID test within the first like I think it's 1 to 3 days. It can't be more than like 3 or 5 days old, and you need there's some kind of health declaration that you have to fill out, and there's a fee involved with that. Of course, there's always fees for something. So I was excited to hear that because I really would like to get back over into West Africa soon. Um, but even like Spain, when we spoke with Monica a couple weeks ago, and there's some like health declaration form, something that you have to do is through the government. So go on the government websites, check out what the CDC is saying before you, I would say before you even book your travel, because if it's something that's gonna be too much of a headache for you and then you booked your ticket, um, that can be a little more stressful. But even if it's after you've booked your ticket and you just didn't think to check it out, please check it out before your day of travel. Because if you don't have the requirements, like even if it's a country that a visa is required, and this is even pre-COVID, if you need a visa to enter a certain country and you didn't get the visa, a visa is not like you can go to the corner store and pick it up. A visa is something it normally takes a couple days. If you're lucky, they might have electronic visas where it takes a couple hours. But if you learn that on your day of travel, it's really going to mess up your vacation. And I think we all want to go on vacation now. I mean, I think we all have COVID fatigue at this point. So we would definitely want to go on vacation. So don't have your vacation messed up because you didn't know there were travel requirements and restrictions and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm thinking like maybe I should do like a travel one-on-one since I travel so much. Um, I'll kind of try to get some information for maybe some popular places, or we'll have to maybe get my cousin back on, Chandra with Black Will Travel. Maybe she can share some of those travel restrictions with us to keep us, abreast of the things that we need. Because even like if you're going to Jamaica or the Bahamas, like there's all these like little extra things that you have to do because of COVID, because everyone wants to stay safe. But of course, we want to get back to life as we knew it pre-pandemic. So, fun with all of the travel stuff. Please stay safe, guys. Wash your hands, social distance as much as you can. I know this mask thing is like a big headache thing, also, because if you're traveling, I think any federal building and the airports are included in that. There's a mandate that you have to wear a mask in those places where, like, maybe your local Walmart doesn't require you to wear a mask, but the airport requires you to wear a mask. So keep those things in mind too. Like if you have to take a flight, you know, take a mask, take an extra mask with you in case you drop it or something, because like you can't fly without it. And like with being that you can't really social distance in a plane, I think it's just a good safety precaution anyway. Because it's like being in a can of sardines. Like you're in this big metal can with a whole bunch of people, and not to be fearful, but to be mindful of your surroundings and to stay safe always. I always encourage you all stay safe, and just do the necessary things. Take the precautions that you need so that you can stay well, because we all want to stay well. And I've been reading also about this COVID-19 Delta variant, and then there's the Delta Plus variant. And these are supposedly worse strands than the regular coronavirus COVID-19 that we first heard about, um, about maybe March 2020. So I don't know what's going on, but there are worse strands. So even if you're vaccinated, please stay safe and take the precautions that you need to. Hey, have you guys heard about the monkeypox? Uh, that's something new that's came around. I never heard of monkeypox before, but just like the last couple days, I heard that there was an outbreak of monkeypox, which my understanding is it's similar to smallpox or chickenpox. And there was a traveler that came into the U.S. He actually came into Texas. He was going to Dallas, I think it was, and he came from Nigeria, and he had monkeypox. So I don't know that monkeypox is like a big threat like, coronavirus, but it's still a reason why we should be safe and wear our masks and protect ourselves, of course. Um, I remember having chickenpox as a kid, and that was not fun. So try to protect yourself, guys. Monkeypox is now in the US. I think the last outbreak of that was probably like in the 80s sometimes. Um, but I think it killed like 47 people total. So it wasn't like a big, huge thing. But if you're protecting yourself and staying safe, most likely you will be able to avoid the uncomfortable situation that something like that could present for you. And I guess that's all I have to say about monkeypox, but it was kind of weird. I saw some pictures. I was trying to see if I could pull up a picture to show you guys because I was like, monkeypox. Okay, doesn't that just transfer to monkeys? But apparently not. So some other stuff that's been going on. Um, I thought this was interesting, and I want to ask Ashley about this because I was reading about in the Ivory Coast, like their numbers are super, super low. Like, I don't know, they've maybe had 300 deaths total in through this whole pandemic. So it's like coronavirus is not a huge threat in parts of West Africa, at least, like in the Ivory Coast. Um, my condolences to all of the families who lost loved ones. I'm not saying that it's insignificant, but 320 total um, deaths is very low. So I read an article that said that the Ivory Coast was sending mobile clinics to speed up the COVID vaccinations because they have only vaccinated about, it was less than 2% of their population. So it sounds like, people aren't really that on board. I think it was 1.7% of the population of the whole country was like that got vaccinated. So it, I mean, but if the numbers are so low, I could understand why people wouldn't be like lining up to take it. And I'm sure they're not giving out like all these extra incentives like we are in the US. Like if you get your vaccination, you get vacation days from work, or you can get a $250 gift card or a Metro card free for the week. Or, we have all these little things that companies have been doing to try to, entice people to get the vaccine. So um, we'll see. Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Ashley about that. Um, so let's look at New York's numbers, though. Today, Governor Cuomo's Twitter page showed that the total COVID hospitalizations are at 352, and there were more than 75,000 tests reported yesterday, but there were only about 11, just a little over 1,100 that were positive. So that's about a 1.51% total. So 1.5% positivity rate. But that's not good because the positivity rate was below one before. So the numbers are creeping up. That's not good. We have to really be careful and not get too lax, apparently, if the numbers are creeping up that way. Sadly, there were two fatalities, and my condolences again to families who have lost loved ones during this pandemic due to COVID and due to any other reason. My condolences to you. And I have something else to say about that, but uh, talking about the vaccine rate, 73.8 of adult New Yorkers have received at least one vaccine dose, and 67.3 have completed their vaccine series. That's per the CDC. And there's the doses, there's the vaccines. I won't go into how many like per date, but um, that's big. And it's like I'm looking at Ivory Coast at 1.7% vaccinated, and New York at 73.8 for just the state of New York. So that's like a huge, huge difference. But speaking of condolences, this week I lost two very close friends, and I just want to offer my condolences to the Talford family, to Danielle Talford. Her husband passed away, um, 42 years old. He's a father of three, husband, good guy, was a healthy guy, and he had an aneurysm. When I think about things like that, it just makes me want to encourage you all more and more. Try Jesus. If you don't know Jesus Christ as your Savior today, I encourage you to just try him. I mean, salvation is a free gift, and we don't know what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow's not even promised. And at 42, this guy, we shared a birthday. Um, so it's like we wouldn't think about people so young passing away, but people are passing away every day, young and old. So I just encourage you all to really seek a personal relationship with our Creator and ask for forgiveness of your sins, because then you have the promise of eternal life as far as your soul is concerned when you reach the other side. I also lost another friend. We call him Pluke. He's from Bermuda, and we also shared a birthday, and he passed away. I don't know the exact cause um, of his death, but I do want to offer my condolences to his family and to all my Burmy babes. Just shout out to all my friends in Bermuda, and thank you all for keeping me posted as the memorial service and everything was going on. I do appreciate that, being so far away. The memorial was recorded, so I was able to participate. But my condolences to his family and his friends. So, uh, on another note, I wanted to let you all know I had asked for prayers for Charles Woodford. I told you Charles Woodford. He's the Tai Chi master. He was on the show about the end of last year, and he taught us some Tai Chi moves. And he was not doing well, but he is recovering very quickly. So thank you all for the thoughts and prayers that went out for him. So we do appreciate that. So I want to ask, if you're watching, and there's another thing I wanted to ask you all about. If there's something that you want me to talk about, please feel free to send me a message. Just shoot me out something, because I want to cover things that you all want to talk about. I think that it's important. And this show is really about encouraging and uplifting all of you. And I want you to know that we're all in this together. So we have to love and support one another. And I see Miss Ashley Blanche is on the line. So let me bring her into the stream. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't at home.
It's
Since
okay.
I didn't see your answer quickly, I thought that you postponed it.
No,
I've just
we're live.
run.
We're
Yeah,
live right now. So
yeah.
welcome to the show. Yes. And welcome back. So I don't know. I'm gonna call you. I refer to you as Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah,
Yes.
I go by
Um,
Ashley in Facebook.
okay, very good. So Miss Ashley is candidly known as the English addict. And she was on with us last year. So I want to say
Yeah.
welcome back, Ashley. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks you for having me.
You're
I'm keen on your
welcome.
accent, Andy. I want to speak like you.
I know you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. I've been watching you on Facebook, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, like you look different. Like you look younger, Blanche. Like what's going
Ah.
on? You're looking like a small girl again.
Oh, thanks. I'm flattered.
Yeah, you're looking very beautiful. I see all your videos and what you're doing. So I
Thanks.
have to talk to you about that. But
Yeah.
first, I just want to ask you, how are you and your family amidst the whole COVID pandemic? How are you feeling?
Yeah, we are feeling great. We are feeling great.
That's good. Very good.
Uh, Here in my country now, we hit the number of I took a number for you, exact number. Yeah. Now we hit the number of 49,125 new cases,
Oh,
and the number of recovered
mhm.
48,405,
Wow.
and
Okay.
the death toll is 320.
Okay.
So generally speaking, I have to say that we don't have a bunch of serious cases of coronavirus in my country. And you see the number of new cases and the number of recovered from COVID. Generally, the patients got over quickly from COVID-19 here.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. So that's very good because I was talking
yeah,
a little bit about it earlier that the numbers were really
yeah.
low. What are you guys doing to stay healthy?
You see, here, for example, life is pretty normal. We put on masks inside, for example, when we go to the stores,
Hmm.
when we go to the bank, but on the streets, we don't wear masks. You see, here in my country, when COVID-19 hits for the first time, we took it things very quickly, you see.
Yes.
We took the bull by the horns because here you see in my country we used to have malaria. So COVID-19 is kind of malaria when it's for the first time. Do you remember the last time that you and me had our interview?
Yes.
Two weeks later, I got COVID-19.
Really?
I got it from work.
Oh
So I
my God.
treat it with paracetamol, and we have a pills, artemisium. Because you see, I couldn't smell,
Mhm.
I couldn't taste. I went to see the doctor, and he told me that it was the beginning. So I jumped right in and starting to take pills. And
Mhm.
after 1 week, I was great. I was
Okay.
great. And
Wow.
I also here we also for the first time we have a lot of leaves. We
Mhm.
drank a lot of, yes, we boil it and we drink it. So I used to boil also lemon juice and drink it. Yes,
Okay.
mm,
Wow, that's something I
like
didn't
that. Yeah,
know. I didn't know
yeah.
you got contracted, but then you just treated it like malaria, like it's not.
Yeah. I treat it like malaria. And when I see news on TV, I feel very sad from for United States, for
Yeah.
India, for example. But here, life is pretty normal.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
pretty
is
normal, pretty
something.
normal. But you see, since here in our country we depend of Western countries. For example, at the airport, it hit a lot. Coronavirus hit because they reduced the number of employees. You see,
Okay.
and more we have more and more poverty because we have a lot of companies who drastically reduce the numbers of the employees. Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Wow.
speaking about coronavirus, it's economically that it's hit our country, but not in a matter of speaking about the health, not at all, but economically, yes. In the companies, we have a lot of employees who are laid off. Uh,
Yes. So the economic system is really bad right
yeah, the economic system. But we are now getting better since we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So,
now.
yeah,
Yes. Oh my God.
things are improving.
That's
Yeah,
good. So what symptoms did you have? What tell me the symptoms that you had again when you got COVID?
I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell.
Okay.
Because I myself, I used to smell very well, but I noticed that I couldn't smell, you see, and I got fever. Yes, it was very painful. It was excruciating. Yeah. So I went to see the doctor
Mhm.
and told me that I get coronavirus, but it's not very serious. It's not very
Okay.
serious. Yeah.
So did they do a test when you got there, or they just went by the symptoms?
Yeah. I got a test. I got a test.
Okay, very
They
good.
put something about
In your
in the
nose.
nostril, yeah, in my nose. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So how, but did your family end up catching it too, or only you?
No, only me.
Oh,
Only me.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I
So your
cough it
family.
at yeah, I cough it at work.
Oh, okay. Got you. Wow.
Mm.
That is,
But what about you? What about you?
no, I've been well. I've been very well.
Yeah.
Yes, I,
Thanks God.
thank
Thanks God.
God. Yes.
Yeah.
And I work with the public too. So,
Yeah.
I try to maintain my distance, but I just can't. I keep
Yeah.
my prayers up, and I use a lot of natural remedies. I use a lot of
Yeah.
ginger and
Yeah.
lemon and
Yeah.
sea
Yeah.
moss,
You're right.
all of those things. So I haven't had any problems with COVID. Thank God. No one in my
Thanks
household,
God.
no one in my immediate family. We've
Thanks
just
God.
been covered by the blood of Jesus.
Thanks God. Thanks God. Thanks God.
Yes.
Thanks God. Yeah.
So that's awesome. So, did you lose a lot of time from work?
No, I stay at home 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Two
Wow.
weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about the I'm hearing where I'm reading that the government
Yeah.
has been setting up these mobile clinics in the marketplaces like in Ajame. Have you seen
Yeah.
them?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Okay.
I didn't say it, but we are talking about vaccine.
Right. They want people to get
Yeah,
the
with vaccine.
vaccine.
Yeah, but I was afraid. I was afraid. First, yeah, first, in the beginning, I was afraid because you see, I used to stay up on news on France 24. I used to watch USA, Canadian, also news, India. So I saw that but people who got vaccine, they got a lot of side effects. So
Right.
in the beginning I was afraid, but now I thought myself that perhaps in 2 weeks I'm going to get a vaccine, my vaccine.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's very important.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So are people excited about the vaccine there, or is there kind of a
Uh,
resistance about it?
yeah, well, generally speaking, I have to say that we are resistant. We are resistant because of the news that we saw on TV. They say that we have a bunch of side effects. They spoke last time about blood clots.
Right.
Yeah, people are afraid to. So they try to have a daily routine. They try to drink a lot of juice to
Mm-hmm.
avoid catching coronavirus.
Got you.
The mainly focus on it. Yeah.
Okay, but I could understand that because it's like where I read it was the country had like a 1.7% of
Yeah.
the people were vaccinated, and it was like, okay, but your numbers are so low there. Like
Yeah.
320
Yeah.
people is a lot. It's
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
dismissing that, but
Yeah.
that's not a lot of people. So that means that people are really
Yeah.
healthy there. And,
Yeah.
it's not really affected that environment. So I can understand why
Yeah.
people would be like,
Yeah.
oh, what do I need
I
a
can't
vaccine?
believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it. Even when I saw news on TV, I can't believe it's in the same world. You see, because here life is pretty normal. It's pretty
Yeah.
normal. And when people, for example, you see, I told you that I caught coronavirus. Even in the beauty salon, my hairdresser,
Mhm,
she told me that she also caught coronavirus, and she
mhm,
used lemon juice, ginger,
mhm.
paracetamol, yeah, to cure herself.
Yeah.
Only, yeah, you
See,
see.
that's good.
Mm.
It's like you all know natural things to do. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I remember the first time when I was in Ivory Coast, I can't say that I had malaria. I don't know what I had, but I got really, really
yeah,
sick one time. But I was only sick for like 3 days, right? But I was
yeah,
sick like I could not get out of bed to even use the bathroom when I needed to vomit.
Wow.
Like I was sick like that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have to have help to and from the bed to the bathroom. And
Yeah.
it was so painful. I had
Yeah,
fever,
it's painful malaria.
all of that,
Yeah.
right? And now, and then later, somebody said, "Oh, so and so has malaria," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, malaria! Are they going to be okay?"
Yeah,
Like I
you
was
see,
freaking
yes,
out, right?
yeah,
But that's
yeah,
probably what I had. I was sick,
yeah,
and
yes.
then I
Here,
went to
malaria, yeah,
the
it's hit a lot. Here in Africa, in West Africa, malaria, it's hit a bunch of people, malaria, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And it's like to you all, malaria is like the common cold to us. It's like, oh, they got a cold. Yeah, they'll be all right. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking when I heard the word malaria, I'm like, oh
malaria.
my gosh,
Oh
like
my
they're
God.
dying. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
freaking out.
afraid. Yeah, yeah.
But it was something that was common to the area. And it's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna go get some medicine and like you
Mm.
just go to the pharmacy. Like most people don't even actually go to the hospital or the doctor. It's just like,
Yeah, you're right. They don't used to go to the doctor. Yeah. When they
yeah,
get sick, they used to go directly to the pharmacist.
right, just get some medicine, and it's like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So so I thought that was interesting. So when I think about that experience, I could understand how people are like, okay, coronavirus, it's like the next malaria thing. Okay,
Yeah, you see,
whatever.
yeah,
We got life
yeah,
to live.
yeah. When coronavirus started, every people here, they say that, oh, it's kind of malaria, so we have to do it. We have to try to cure it very quickly.
Got you.
Yeah,
So that's interesting. And what's more interesting to me is that it seems like people, I see the resistance, but then there's like, I spoke with the Secretary of State from Delta State in Nigeria. And she said,
yeah.
oh, well, the affluent people, that was Miss Tina Agbor, she was on, and she says, well, the affluent people are taking the vaccine. The less affluent aren't, but don't worry, we'll get them. And I'm going, well, why do you need it? Like people are getting
Uh,
really sick. Um, See, here in the US, there's a big push for the vaccine. Companies are giving away money, and it's like jobs are
yeah,
like,
I
oh,
saw it.
here you can
Yeah, I
have
saw it.
extra vacation if you take.
Even there's yeah, even there's some restaurants that do the ads, yeah, for the government. Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw it on TV.
Okay, so you all are doing
Even also on France and in France, they give a gift. They say that if you get your vaccine, we will give you this gift. I say, oh, it's really interesting.
that? Oh wow! So they're doing that there too. That's interesting. It's funny. Hey, I guess if you can get something out of it, if you were going to take the vaccine anyway, if you get some
Yeah,
extra,
you'll be
why
fine.
not? Take what you can get, right?
Did you get your vaccine?
No,
Not yet.
no, I'm not interested in the vaccine. I'm really
Uh,
not. I'm like,
okay.
I'm well.
Yeah.
If it's a mandatory thing, of course I have to follow the guidelines of the
Yeah, you're
government.
right. You're right because
But
we have a lot of side effects. A lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean anything like that goes with anything though. I'm not a person that's big on medicine. I don't take the flu shot. Like
Okay.
like when I had
Even the flu
that,
shot, you have never taken it.
I took it once, one time,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I had side effects.
Okay.
I had strange side effects that nobody could figure out what was going
Really?
on with me. Yes, I'm
Uh,
kind of like it was, and it turned out like a allergic reaction kind of thing. And I'm like,
oh, no,
I'm a
sorry.
person that will be in pain, and I won't take pain medicine until it's like, okay, I feel like I can't function anymore. Okay, let
Yeah.
me take the medicine. I'm not a medicine person, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, I'll wait it out right now. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
ready for it. Because
Yeah.
anything that
You're
you put
right.
in your
You're
body,
right. If you are
you
not
don't
a
know
medicine person, you're right.
how is it going to react. And I've had some very strange reactions to things.
Yeah, I'm also like that. Even when I have cold, I try my best to sleep a lot and drink a lot of hot milk.
Hmm.
But I don't like to take medicine because here, when you have cold, for example, and you go to see the doctor, they give you some medicine, but I myself, I don't want to take because in the long run, this can have side effects on the health of human beings. So I try my best not to do it. It when the yes, it when it's serious that now that I take medicine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. Like when you need medicine, take medicine. Like if you're sick and
Yeah.
need medicine, take the
Yeah.
medicine. I mean, if it's a life or death thing, you have to determine what's best.
Yeah.
I declare I'm healthy. I'm in good health.
Yeah, you're right. You have, yeah, I'm also like that. I declare every day.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people when they are a bit under the weather, they take medicine. But even when the disease becomes serious, they
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do it. It's very difficult to treat them.
Right.
When you used to take natural things to solve your problem, when for example you have a serious disease, you can take meds and it's okay.
Yes, exactly. So that's interesting. I want to ask you too about the children because last time we spoke, um,
Yeah,
we saw your daughter last time we spoke.
yeah,
She came on.
yeah,
We did
yeah,
talk a little bit about the fears that the children had with
yeah,
going back to school and like what kind of response are you getting from the children now, even with this with the coronavirus? Because they're talking about this Delta variant, they're talking about the Delta Plus variant, like it's going to get worse.
yeah.
We got the vaccine swirl. What are your kids saying?
Nothing because you see, right now we're on vacation. Like I was saying to you, it was in the 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks that people was afraid, but now here, even children, they live with it.
Okay.
And you see, for example, when we go to the store, when we
Mhm.
go to the store, the mask is mandatory for adults, but not for children.
Right.
Even yeah, at school now they are on vacation. At school in the beginning,
Hmm.
it was mandatory to use masks, but after they leave it for the
Hmm.
children. Yeah, it's pretty not bad. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
that fear is gone because
Yeah, it's what I was telling you. Even when I surfing on TV, people are scared. This we are on July.
hmm
My childhood friends who live now in France. They come on vacation in February. They were very surprised that life is different from
hmm
France because France there they have a lot of restriction. Even when we go back to France, they feel sad. They were here in vacation, they came here for 1 month. They saw that life is normal. That the simple that it's like they are living like they are in prison. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's interesting because yeah,
Yeah,
France. I know France has some very strong restrictions anywhere in Europe. Because I was actually
yeah,
looking at the restrictions, like can I get back to Ivory Coast now? I want to go.
yeah,
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 right.
yeah,
So I saw that there are some restrictions. The only thing is they want if you're vaccinated, then they accept the vaccine. Is
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I
You have to
understand.
do
You
it
have
before
to
coming
get
in.
your
Yeah,
vaccine.
yeah,
But if
yeah,
you're not vaccinated, if you have a negative COVID test, I think it
yeah,
has to be done within 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
yeah. It's like
yeah,
you have
it
to
can't be
you have to
within
have
5 days.
5 day negative test for coming
Right.
in.
And it has
After
to be a
that,
PCR test,
yeah,
not
yeah,
an antigen test. Because a lot of people, they're traveling and they don't realize that there's like some places have restriction on even what type of test that you can take. So you could come with an antigen test and it's supposed to be a PCR test and you can't take your
yeah,
flight. So you got to pay
yeah.
attention to that stuff like when you're
Yeah, we have to stay up on news before
traveling.
before going to a country because every country have have this restriction. Every country. Yeah.
Right. And maybe the country you're going to doesn't have the restriction, but the country
Yeah.
you're transiting through has a
Yeah, we
restriction.
have
So you
restriction.
have to
Yeah.
have for both. So I was like, I was
Yeah.
picking up on that, like, oh, this is such a headache. But what I read from the CDC, because you can check out the CDC or you could check out like the embassy or
Yeah.
consulate of that country.
Yeah.
There's little tools online that you could say. I know there's a thing called Verify where you can put like
Yeah.
what country you're going to and what countries you're
Yeah.
traveling through, and
Yeah.
then it tells you what are the requirements for you. But I read
Yeah.
that for Ivory Coast, you need to have a negative COVID PCR
Yeah.
test, no more than
Yeah.
5 days old, and a travel declaration that has to be filled out. And there's a
Yeah.
fee that you have to pay to do the travel declaration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so but people can travel. Have you noticed tourists kind of returning back to the Ivory Coast?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not. Yeah, we don't have a bunch of tourists, but they are coming now because it's now. You see, even for Air France, for example,
Hmm.
in the beginning, they also restrict the air flight, but now
Right.
everything's okay at the airport. So tourists are coming now. They are coming
Okay.
now. Yeah.
That's good. I'm loving that because I mean, of course, I think everybody has COVID fatigue, and it's like, okay, can we just go? Like, what do I have to do? People are like, I don't, whatever I have to do, I don't care. I just want to go.
Yeah,
We're
we
tired
have
of
to
being
live
home.
because COVID-19 this year it was a year non like another like yeah. 2020 and 2021, the 2 years we won't we will never ever forget it.
I know, right?
Yeah,
We'll never forget it. It's been so much going
yeah,
on.
yeah,
But you did something very unique during this time. I saw your Facebook group, Ashley's
yeah,
English Addicts. Tell me a little
yeah,
bit about the group and what motivated you to start that.
yeah. First and foremost, yeah, as you know, I would like to tell you that English is my passion.
Yeah.
And here in my country, we study English in high school, in the middle school, but we focused on writing and grammar. And I did major in American civilization at college.
Okay.
And yeah, and 2 years ago, I reached out to an American coach, Rachel Smith
Hmm.
from Rachel's English. So I try to work on my pronunciation and all the different stuff that native speakers use related to vocabulary,
Hmm.
slang, expression, grammar. So I created this group 10 days ago, yeah, in
Hmm.
order to share everything that I learned in English.
Oh,
My goal is also to help all the English learners and all the English lovers to go
mhm.
outside the box and speak English without fear. Because you see, when a language, it isn't your first language. It's very difficult. Sometimes you have a word, but to express yourself is very difficult. There are some people who know how to write, they are good at writing, but to speak, it's not because they don't know word, but they are scared. They are scared. So my goal is to go outside the box and speak without, even if you make mistake, you have to speak. And
Yeah.
also, yeah, and also I want to help them to improve their speaking, their writing, their reading, and their listening comprehension. Because sometimes I send them some podcasts of
Mhm.
an American native speaker. Because I used to tell to people, if you want to learn a language, you don't have to say that, oh, I want to speak with my accent. Because even when I was at college, a lot of my friends they say, oh no, we want to speak. I say no, we have to put in the skin. If, for example, you learn Spanish, you have to put in the skin of the Spanish people. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
I love it. So you said you've
And
only
English is so beautiful. It's so
oh,
sweet.
and see, I think
And
French is so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. If you take into account the native speaker and the non-native speaker, English is the most spoken language in the world, and it
Yeah.
also opens a lot of work, a bunch of doors. Here in my country, for example, when you go for an interview and then notice that you speak English, you have 99 percent chances of to get the job. You see.
Okay. Right.
It's very important, and English is very important. And I know that a lot of people they like English, but they're afraid to speak.
Okay.
Yes.
You said you only started the group 10 days ago?
Yeah, 10 days ago.
So,
And I used to tell to my friend,
wow.
I don't pretend to be a teacher, but I want to share everything. And also I have some of my friends
Hmm.
who yeah who are they are teachers. I have to meet one of my friends. He isn't in Abidjan, so he's going. Yeah, since he is a teacher, he's going to join the group. I tell him about it. He said from now on he's not online because he is in the countryside of our country. So
Okay.
the connection is not good. So when it come
Yeah.
in Abidjan, yeah, I'm going to explain him, and
Hmm.
also going to join the group in order to help us. Yeah, in the long run, I want to
Awesome.
work with even teachers, highly
Yeah.
educated teachers. Yeah,
Yeah.
fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
I love it because
I think that everything will be all right.
you're doing so good because I
Thanks.
think you have I checked you have 115 followers
Yeah,
already on your group in 10 days.
yeah. Send me.
How did you do
Yeah.
that?
I try to send them the link of the group. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like that. I sent them the group, and I also told to when I started we were 26, yes, I tried to ask to my friend. Yes,
Mhm.
they have to tell to their friend that to join our groups. You see, Andy, English is it's a beautiful language. It's so
Yes.
sweet, yeah. And we have, you see, if we are we have what we learn in the classroom, and we
Yes.
have what native speakers speak. Native speaker, they use a lot of expression, a lot of beautiful expression.
We
English
do.
is so sweet. I do love it. I do like it. Yeah,
We
English
confuse
and
a lot of
Spanish.
people. We
Yeah,
confuse people because we have these expressions and people are like,
yeah.
"Huh? What
Yeah,
does that mean?"
many American accent. From my point of view, it's the best. Yeah, it's the best. I mean, but you see, in my country, at school, they used to learn us British accent. So you see, it's difficult when you speak. Sometimes, yeah, because you used to have this British accent.
Right.
So yeah, we have to work. I try my best every day. I try my best to listen podcasts, VOA, and since I work with my American coach, yeah, she tries
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I know that the T between two vowels is D. The flatter like don't say pretty, like in British we say pretty, like that little.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
I
so
love
sweet. I
it.
do like it's my passion. It's my passion that will lead me to do this because it's
Okay.
difficult to see. We are in a French country.
Yeah.
Even when you speak in English, even in the store, they
Mhm.
look it like they look in the weird way. With if I have one of my friend who is Nigerian and she also live in American. She
Mhm.
used to come in Abidjan. Yeah, she used to come in Abidjan every single vacation. When she come and we went to a store, for example, and we speak, people look at like look
Mhm.
at us like that in the
Yeah.
weird way. Yeah, even when she go to the market, she say, "Oh, Blanche, you have to come because they don't speak English. It's very difficult for me to go to the
Right.
market." Yeah,
I love it because it's so rare. Because as many
yeah.
times as I've been to Abidjan,
Even yeah, even when you went to Abidjan, you saw it. Yeah,
yes, like most people
yeah,
don't speak English, and I guess if they
yeah,
do, even if they do understand, they're not
yeah,
comfortable to speak with me. So they'll be
yeah.
like, "Yeah, no, I don't speak English."
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
"That's
Andy,
why."
your accent, it's great. I do.
So,
Yeah,
I found it very difficult to get along, like especially as a tourist, because there's times that I've been in Abidjan by myself.
yeah.
I'm completely by myself, and I'm going, "Oh God, please send somebody to help
How will you handle it? Yeah.
me."
Uh, how
So
do you
you,
handle?
so you would be that one. One thing that I noticed, because
Yeah,
I've been watching what you've been posting, and I like
yeah.
I just think that you really are encouraging other people. Like as you push forward with your passion,
Yeah.
you're touching lives of people. Because I saw some of the guys, like the one guy was from Nepal. There was one from
Yeah.
where I forget. He was
Yeah.
because he did like most videos.
Yeah.
And we
More for
acknowledged
edit.
him, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That is so sweet." You were
Yeah.
like, "King of the week." He posted 3 videos, but
Yeah.
I think that people, even if they know a little, because like me, I know a little, but when I'm in Abidjan, it starts to come out.
Yeah.
When I'm in
Yeah.
the US, I forget
Yeah.
everything I learned. And then when
In
I'm in
French. Yeah. Yeah.
it starts to come back to me, but then I'm scared that I don't want
Yeah.
to mispronounce it, or like I'll think I'm gonna say it the wrong way and
Yeah.
they're not gonna understand. Like I know how to type it,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure the pronunciation. So a lot of times I'll just be quiet. But
Yeah.
what I see from you is you're drawing that fear out of people to say you don't have to be perfect. Just go
Yeah.
ahead and try. You have to push.
Yeah. 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 You see, it's because of my American coach. Yes, she encouraged me also. She said that you have to speak even with your mistake. You speak, but when you speak, and for example, when you speak with another speaker and you use an expression and you don't catch it, you have to ask him for, oh, sorry, I didn't catch. He will be glad to explain you because
Right.
American people, they like it. They like when people ask them, oh, what this expression? What does it mean? Yeah. Yeah. English
Yes.
is so beautiful. English is beautiful. It's a beautiful language.
Well, see, but and I love that because it's good that you encourage people to say, okay, it's okay if you make a mistake. I think a lot
Yeah.
of people don't step forward in life in many things that they're supposed to do because of fear of failing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for what you're doing because you're
Thank
pushing
you.
people to say it
Thank you
doesn't
for
matter
encouragement.
if you make a mistake, just try because when you
Hopefully,
try,
yeah.
you grow.
Hopefully, it will come one day and we're going to speak to them, to speak in live to them.
I will. I will.
Yeah, yeah.
I did comment on some
With
things.
your great accent, yeah, I know this, but I want you to speak.
Okay, I can do
You
that.
beautiful speak. Yeah, we're going to speak on a live, and we're going to listen to you. Well,
Okay, I like it. I'll you let me
yeah.
know when you want me to come, and I will definitely come.
Okay, no problem. I'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll
yes,
tell you.
call me. Let me know. So
Yeah, no
I
problem.
want everybody check out Ashley's group. It's called Ashley's English Addicts. It's on Facebook. You can follow her and see what she's doing,
Thanks.
how she's
Thank you.
encouraging people.
Thank you,
Just
Angie.
because she has a passion for English, and I see how much you've grown in your speaking since the last
Yeah.
time I talked to you. So
Yeah.
I encourage you, keep at it. You're doing a great
Yeah.
job. I'm proud
Yeah,
of you.
it's thanks to my American coach Rachel and you. I try to shadow you.
Thank you. So, I know we're running out of time. I
Yeah,
do want to ask you if there's any words advice or words of encouragement that you would like to leave with the audience before we get ready to go.
yeah, about for English, yeah. Yeah. Come
About
and join.
anything.
About everything. Yeah, I would like to tell you that you don't have to be afraid to do things. You have to, if you have a passion to do something, don't let your fear, you say, stop it from doing the thing. You have to jump right in and do it
Yes.
because if you never start, you'll never be ahead, and your dream never come true. So you have to do it, even it's by mistake. Yeah, we learn by trial and error. So you
Yes.
have to do it. And I also invite you in Ashley's English Addict. Yeah, to come here and have a blast.
Yes.
I was so happy, so thrilled to speak with you today. So thrilled.
Thank you. It's so
Yeah.
great. Any contact information that you want to leave with the audience? How they can
Pardon?
reach you? How can they reach you?
Yeah, they can reach. Yeah, they can send me an email. They can send me or they can DM me. They can DM me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, they come DM me. I will reply.
Okay. Either on under Ashley Dior on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, they came on my messenger. Yeah,
Okay.
my on messenger.
Very good.
Last time we are where I reached out to you last time. Yeah, they
Right.
come on my messenger. Actually, DR
Uh-huh.
and they DM me there.
Got you. So either under Ashley
I,
Dior or under
yeah,
Ashley's Addicts, Ashley's English Addicts. They can search
yeah, English at yeah,
on
and
Facebook.
also I have my email address.
Okay.
Yeah, blanchefoy
Mhm.
gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Say it one more time. Okay. Is it on Gmail?
Yeah,
Gmail.com?
Gmail, yeah, gmail.com.
Okay, just like we see it on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen, yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Blanche.
Yeah,
Hang in there
yeah,
with me. I want to go ahead and close this out of the show. I always end with the Bible verse. So I
yeah,
have a verse for everyone today, and I think like Blanche inspired me to come to this verse,
yeah,
which is Proverbs 16:3.
yeah.
I'm reading in the New International Version,
I'm
which
going to,
reads,
I'm going to not to jot down the verse 63,
yep, Proverbs 16:3.
63. Okay,
1, 6, 16, 3.
1, 6, 16, 3. Okay,
Uh-huh. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and
yeah,
He will establish your plans. So I
yeah,
wanted to leave that word of encouragement with everyone from the Word of God today,
yeah,
because God loves you and He wants the best for you. And He has put us all here for a purpose. And He also wants us to encourage one another because we're not here for ourselves, but we're here for one another. And we're here to worship God and to praise Him. He has great works for each and every one of us in our lives. But whatever we do, if we just commit our ways to Him, if we put God first, He's our creator. He made us, He knows why He created us. Maybe we might not understand it sometimes, but if we really seek a personal relationship with Him and ask Him to lead us and guide us, He truly will. So just remember that, guys, in all that you do. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Couple quick shout outs to my sponsors, Generation Next Realty, Carrot Omni Media, the Empowered Lifestyle Radio Show. You can find them on WBXB in Charlotte, WPCE in Hampton Roads, and also WPGL Hampton Roads area. Or you can find them on Facebook Live under Carrot Omni or Gen Next Realty every Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9 a.m. So check them out. I also have Miss Gloria Wong. She's my makeup sponsor. And K Diamond Braided Wigs. Even though I don't have my beautiful braided wig on today, you can check out Miss Katie Sy, Khady space SY. She's on Facebook and also on Instagram. Miss Katie Sy makes the beautiful braided wigs that you see. So K Diamond Braided Wigs. Check them out and get your own braided wig today. Also, shout out to Careworthy and Hot Wax Promotions, to Toya Nicole, aka Cole the Model, and to Primitive Art by Alex Udebu, which you can see my lovely background is provided by Primitive Art. Thank you all for watching, and thank you so much, Blanche, for being with us again on COVID-19 and Company. I hope you have a wonderful day. I pray that all of your plans continue to prosper. You all have been watching COVID-19 and Company conversations from the epicenter across the globe with yours truly, Angira Marie. Make sure you check us out next week. We're here each and every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at the same place. If you're watching on Facebook, please make sure to like our page. You can also check us out on YouTube under Angira Productions and Global Communications. So please check us out there also. Thank you so much for watching once again. Toodles for now from Angira Marie and from Miss Blanche. Thank you again, all the way from Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast.